Okay, hi guys. This is the video number 2 overall. The first one never really got finished. It was awkward. And for some reason when the camera got on me, I lost all my train of thought and it just wasn't making sense. It didn't feel right. So this is video number 2. I just had a thought come over me, or multiple thoughts, I guess. But it started with today, and it's about playing the victim when it comes to your health. So many times do I hear of people getting sick or going to the hospital, having procedures done, and then they get out and they're just back to doing the same exact things they were doing before, and they're just relying on these drugs that have been prescribed to them by pharmaceutical companies and their doctors to kind of put a band-aid on it, and they're relying on that to kind of get them through to the rest of their life. And when they get sick again, they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened again. I was taking all these drugs that this doctor prescribed and said it'd be fine. Well, all these drugs are just a band-aid. So when you get sick, when you go to the doctor and they send you home with antibiotics, that's just to get rid of the symptoms that that are happening right there. You're never really getting to the cause of the problem. So when you never really get to the bottom of what's causing something, you're just continuously putting band-aids on it. So same thing with healthcare. So when you come out of being sick, look at what habits you had that were unhealthy. We have to continuously keep growing on ourselves and making ourselves better. And this is the only body we get in this lifetime. In this consciousness of a mind you have right now, this is the only body you get, so take care of it. So if 100 years of being on this earth, you have to take care of it. So if you're constantly getting sick, if you're not feeling well, figure out what it is that's causing you to not feel this way. What habits do you have that you continuously do that could be contributing to it? And make a list, write these down, brainstorm. For example, I had this stomach problem. It was hurting me for a very long time. Sorry, thought I heard something. Anyway, so I had this problem and I couldn't figure out what it was that was doing it. My diet was great. I was eating mostly lean meats at that point. I wasn't a vegan. I was eating lean meats. I was really counting my macros even. I wasn't crazy strict, but I was eating healthy. There was no carbs, no processed foods. I've never really eaten frozen stuff. I was drinking a lot. So first I started cutting out the alcohol. And I probably didn't do it for long enough to really get the results, but either way, it wasn't really making a difference. So then I decided to try something different. So I tried to cut out gluten. I tried to cut out milk, and I kind of played around with these different things that I thought could be contributing to my stomach problems, and instead of going to a doctor. Because I've gone to doctors, actually, I'm sorry, so not instead. After I've gone to doctors and they said it's fine, everything's fine, there's nothing wrong, your blood's fine, all the work's done, you're fine. I said, no, I'm not, I know I'm not fine. My stomach hurts, it's hurting me right here every day. Anyways, I took health upon myself because I wasn't gonna be the victim of when down the line, I get stomach cancer because I decided to not really take my health into my own hands and trust the doctors that aren't me. I knew there was something wrong, so I took it upon myself to kind of try to help myself. And I wasn't a victim. I decided to try playing with it. It was exhausting, it wasn't easy, and it took a very long time. Finally, I'm at a point where I don't have this pain, but I quit drinking completely. I switched my diet completely to a different lifestyle, and every now and again, I still get that strange feeling in my stomach or my intestines, whatever it is, and I still haven't figured it out, but I feel so much better, and I have so much more control over my body, over what I feel, how I feel, and it's really freeing. It's liberating. So when you're sitting back and with your feet up on the table and watching TV, eating potato chips, drinking soda, and popping some medicine that the doctor gave you, you can't complain. But if you're getting up every single day, you're doing your research, you're doing more research, you're finding out everything you can, you're changing your bad habits, you're seeing what it is that could be causing it, you're watching videos, you're listening to podcasts, everything that you can possibly do to help yourself. And if you're doing that, let's say your back hurts, my back hurt. If I'm sitting back every single day and saying, oh, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, well, what am I doing about it? I'm just lifting weights and expecting it to completely go away. Well, I never got to the root of the problem. But I got off my butt, started doing yoga, started stretching, started researching how to relieve lower back pain, started looking what foods could cause it, what can be causing my pain, and what can lessen my pain. I know my pain is there and it's been there for a long time, but I started doing my part. All it is doing your part. You can't complain about not feeling well and never do anything about it other than go to somebody and tell them about it, take a pill, and hope it all goes away. That pill is just a band-aid. It's help to get you through that rough patch of whatever it is, but in the meantime, you still have to figure out what it was that was hurting you, what it was that caused that issue in the first place. So don't look at doctors and the medicine they're prescribing as a magic pill to fix you, because something caused that problem. That magic pill is just a band-aid to help you not bleed out to death, in other words. That's exactly what a band-aid does. It protects you from bacteria and it helps your wound heal without getting infected. So it's gonna help you get through that and not get sicker, not bleed out and die, but it's not gonna fix whatever it was that caused it in the first place. So take your health in your own hands. There's a world of knowledge out there at your fingertips. This phone I'm holding, I research everything on it. I rarely use my computer. I look up books, I look at podcasts, I look up everything. Wikipedia is great too. Don't just look at one source though. Make sure you do your research, do your part, and then do the work. So try different things. But there's so much out there that you cannot just sit back and expect some doctor that doesn't even know you to fix you. Because it all starts at the core, and that's where you have to find healing. Anyways, with that being said, I'm gonna go to the gym because that's me working on myself. So today, I just want to make sure that we're all taking a little bit of time every single day to better ourselves. So take 10 minutes for yourself today. Take 15 tomorrow. And just do that for a week. That's fine, 15 minutes. And if you can't tell me you can't give me 15 minutes a day to work on yourself, then we have really, 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 really big issues to work on. Because you have to. You have to take care of yourself. Nobody else will do it for you. You can't depend on anybody to save you. You have to save yourself. With that being said, happy Wednesday.